Hello everyone and welcome back to Rocket League Sinfonian Series, hosted here on RBG Esports. Once again, I am Randomize and I'm with Fox and Austin. Thank you guys for your patience. We had a quick crash of OBS, but we were able to fix it up. So next game is going to be OTC versus S2. S2 is actually the higher seed team, so it'd be S2 versus OTC. With that, there's going to be some exciting stuff to go on. The votes are going to be coming up on camera in just a second as I disappear. So, Fox, Austin, you guys take it away.
All right.
All right.
OTC versus S. This is a matchup that we haven't seen yet. This is Group A versus Group B. It's going to be interesting. It's very like S2 is like the epitome of a Season 2 Group A team. You know, we've got a lot of very strong players who all know how to play together. And then we have OTC, which is kind of the epitome of a Group B team where we have one really strong player and a few that are still learning and they're trying to like kind of keep up. And so it'll be very interesting to see how this evens out. I don't know, Austin, what do you expect? What are you expecting?
What do I expect? I expect 5 games.
5 games?
No doubt. Whether or not how they come out of the gates, each of these teams can adjust. So I think 5 games is very crucial here. However, I am still, as I've done through this whole series, going to follow Jared, and I really think that he's a clutch player, and I think that the way S2's been playing, they haven't been showing their true S2 colors, I guess you could say, minus a few games from their last series yesterday. I think OTC since week 8 has been seriously clutch. Mysticats, they had a few like kind of off games, but they're still the same OTC you'd see. Mysticats ended up really pulling through and playing very well, which knocked OTC down to the lower bracket. I gotta go with OTC here. I think they're gonna pull it out. They're gonna, what some people might call an upset. I don't think it's an upset at all. Definitely OTC.
Okay. I just make my microphone. I'm actually going to disagree with that. I'm not going to try to make a prediction on how many games they'll be, but I definitely think that S2 is going to come out of this. Because we have, like, Jared is a champion player. He plays at that level all the time, and he's extremely mechanically gifted, and he's very good. The mental game and all that stuff. I don't know much about the rest of his team. I don't think they've been playing all that at the same pace that S2 can play. And I think that's really going to drag them down. I think that S2 can play very quickly. And I think that their communication is solid in terms of like what they can and can't do. But also it's so much more even. And so I think S2 is going to be able to outpace because they'll be able to counter Popster and they'll be able to outplay the rest of the team. I think that's what's going to happen.
I definitely agree. It looks like we have the votes coming in. OTC's still ahead. I guess me saying that they're not the underdog, how the chat is also playing against you and me, which is interesting. I honestly kind of expected S2 to votes here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, like, Jared's probably a favorite, especially in, like, the Group B series. And S2, we've got the whole, like, hate Nate thing going on. Wherever that came from. I don't think I was here. But it doesn't really surprise me that OTC is coming out on top because they were definitely all-stars in Group B. We've got a lot of all-stars in Group A, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm still rooting for S2. Sorry, chat.
Oof. All right, coming into game 1 now.
All right, losers bracket round 2. I think we are just waiting for Dizanant. Nope, he's here. Dizanant. Sorry, that's the way you say his name. All right, here we go into game 1. Losers bracket round 2. Right off the bat, getting a little bit farther past Dizanant than he would have wanted to. Player 0 sending it off the wall. Unable to get it past Nathan. Nathan sending it right to a nice little center, but no one able to take that shot yet. Fish getting a little bit too fast off that takeoff. And then trying to go off the ceiling. Liger sending it right down to Popster. Definitely a very good pass. Fish trying to make something happen. Linda getting it past Dizzy. Popster making sure he's in the right spot here. Linda unable to make anything happen there. Fish, a nice little dunk, isn't it? Able to get that down. Nathan missing that shot there. Popster able to defend it, get it clear. Ooh, unfortunate pinch for Linda there. Pops are getting it right past. Dizzy's going to try to make something happen here. Gets it over Linda, demoing him in the process. Nathan is able to get the clear, though. Linda is going to try to make something happen here. Fish up with him, but manages to get the flick. Ooh, Linda. That was mean right there.
Wow, that was a great dribble from Linda, and this is something I haven't seen out of him. He's usually not that kind of forward player like that. Random's always talking. He's the guy. He likes to sit back, and that was a great play from Linda.
Definitely, I was really expecting him to look for the pass to Gilligan Fish, but that was a really good play. And then sending it right past at Liger 0.
Oh.
Popster unable to get that in. A ghost touch. Oh, you hate to see it happen. Nathan sending it down. Popster, he's mad about that one. He's making something happen right here. Nathan getting not quite the best touch there, but no one on OTC is able to capitalize on that. Gilligan Fish trying to send it down. Izzy's getting it over Popster. Unfortunate little touch there. Liger sending right back down though. Linda's looking for the clear out of the corner here. Ends up centering it, but it gets past Popster. Dizzy sitting in net. It's like Fish is going to try to make something happen here. Dizzy's sending it right to center. Unfortunately, no one from OTC is quite ready. Popster getting the 50 with Nathan. Liger getting a nice center. Popster not ready for that, though. I feel like Nathan would have been able to defend it as well. Popster trying to make something happen here. He's sitting it down. Dizzy with a nice center, but no... Liger 0 opting to stay back. So not keeping it in the corner here. Trying to fake out Gilligan Fish doesn't quite work. Pops are coming off the ceiling because of course he is. Linda getting it clear down the field. Already we're seeing some better mechanics than SUG and TEO, I think. You can seeing some faster play, some more calculated touches. Gilligan Fish trying to make something happen. You're keeping it in the corner. Pops are getting the center off the backboard. Diz not hitting the crossbar. Gilligan Fish up to let Liger 0 get that touch there. A whiff from Nathan. Linda's there to back him up though. Sending it down. Fish sending right back. Nice. Excellent pass to Linda who pops it right back up. Unfortunately, S2 is not able to keep control of that ball. Pops are sending it down, trying to go off the wall there. Nathan cutting him off though. Going for a pinch. Not quite what he was looking for, but it definitely worked. Liger 0 getting not the best touch here. Gilligan Fish is going to try to make the angle. Popster is going to get the clear. So what are you seeing so far? We've got one decent flick from Linda. Other than that, we haven't seen a ton of pass plays. Is it really good defense like we have been seeing in these past few games, or is it something else?
I think it's missed opportunities. OTC's had like 2 or 3 opportunities to put the ball in, and unfortunately, Popster, maybe he's a little nervous. Maybe, I don't know. He being the clutch Popster that we usually see, he missed that wide open redirect that he would make, and I would think 10 out of 10 times, and unfortunately, he just got a whiff.
Maybe it's the wheels.
It's gotta be, yeah.
He's trying to fill the shoes. They're too big for him.
Oh gosh.
Alright, Disney trying to make something happen here. Does not get it past Gilligan Fish. Who sends it right to Liger. He's going to send it downfield. Nathan trying to pop it up here. Linda getting it past Popster there. We have Disney in net. The rest of the team trying to rotate back. Disney does not make contact, but S2 is not there to take the shot. Is trying to take control of this and ends up giving it right to Popster. It looks like Gilligan Fish again with another touch up there in the ceiling. Nathan trying to make a pass play happen. Popster keeping it in the corner here, taking it down. Manages to get the dunk on Fish, getting it right under him. He's going to try to make a pass happen. Is not able to put the shot in, not getting it past Nathan. And Gilligan Fish, the backwards save it seemed. Popster heading back to the wall. Popster trying to figure something out here. Get Linda in net with a sort of pass back from Gilligan Fish to the side. Linda with kind of low boost here, trying to make something happen. Popster taking it right in front of him. Bit of a panic there from Linda. Gilligan Fish definitely had that. That could have, if he had gotten kind of a missed touch there, then that could have been pretty bad for S2. But we only have 10 seconds left in this game, guys, and S2 is leading by 1. Looks like we have another center ball for Gilligan Fish to put it in, and that's the nail in the coffin for game 1. 6 seconds. They say it only takes 6, and that is not enough time to score twice. I think you hit the nail on the head there. I think we have some missed opportunities, definitely from OTC. Pops are trying to play really well. Hasn't really had the best touches here. Hasn't really been shining as that clutch player like everyone says he is. Still trying to keep it up though. He's working on it. Nathan trying to put it in the corner. Everyone's trying to get that one last goal, and that is game 1. Well played to all. Jellyfish coming out as the MVP here. I don't know. Like, what did you see from S2 this game?
Honestly, I still see OTC as the better team right now. I think just the missed opportunity is really what led to their downfall. They had much better play. They had much more scoring opportunities, and maybe that's just it. Maybe they're trying to play back a little bit and just exploit the opportunities they have, so they're not trying to make as many opportunities. So we'll see moving into game 2, but I really think that OTC is still in this.
All right. I mean, it's best of 5, so there's still plenty of time for either team to take this. But yeah, I think S2 is kind of playing really consistently. They've always played pretty consistent with each other. And I think Popster can really step it up some more. I think we can see our rotations are still like pretty much fine. We're just getting a few missed touches, missing our opportunities. And I think just like overall offensive play from OTC needs to step up a little bit. And I mean, like, the only reason S2 really won there is because Linda had that really nice flick. It was just one solo play. And there was the goal at the end there, but I mean, at that point, the game was already in S2, for S2. But we are moving on into game 2 now. Fresh game, fresh scoreboard, fresh 5 minutes. And we are off. Foster taking immediate control here. Looks like he's going to look for the double touch. Oh, makes the shot, but Linda is going to make the save. Fish sending it to the backboard. Linda trying to make something else happen here. Double commit with Nathan. Fish making sure it does not center the ball, but Nathan not being able to clear it there. Fish getting the save, sending it right up to the crossbar. What a clutch play. Nathan trying to make something happen here. Bumping Popster out of the way. Misses the boost deal. Fortunately for him, didn't seem like any other player wanted that boost. Popster trying to make something happen here. Does not make contact with the ball. Linda going for a nice little center there. Not really anyone on S2 ready for that though. Except for Nathan, because no one really cleared the ball after it.
I'm confused. I feel like Dissonant. Oh, yeah, okay. So Liger Zero expected Dissonant to be behind him in the wall.
Alright. Whatever he said, I agree with. He said that Liger expected Dissonant to be behind him, when in reality he had gone to get boost. So Liger was kind of left in an awkward position there. Regardless, he wasn't able to make contact. And Liger not able to get it. He gets it over the defender, but hits the crossbar, unfortunately. Nathan trying to control this wall. Jumps up the wall at a little bit of an awkward moment for himself. Gets it up. Linda managing to 50 with Popster, who sends it right up into the back wall. And isn't it? No, Popster, sorry. Trying to get control of this ball. No one on his team really ready for that touch. Probably could have tried to keep a little bit more control here. Liger Zero looks like he's going to look for the double touch. Popster getting it in for him. What do you think just happened there, Austin?
That was a good pass from Liger. He came off the wall and he was ready. Popster was sitting there ready for the pass. Liger Zero had a crucial hit there, and that's what Popster needs to continue with this. Playing against S2.
Yeah, definitely. I think that the rotations on the defensive rotations for S2 kind of crumbled there. There's no one really in net. Two of the players were kind of just like panicking in no man's land, not really able to do anything. Linda almost putting a shot on there, just a little bit high. Fish banging it off the corner. Really nice little pass. Popster's able to cut that off before Linda can shoot. Liger trying to do something with this in the corner. Sending it up the wall. Nathan unable to hit that. Fish was not ready for that whip. Trying to make something happen there. Popster's going to take control, sending it to the corner. Lindemoon's going to get it off the wall, sending it down to the middle. Popster accidentally getting it right past his net. Able to make the save as Linda puts in another shot. Looked like Nathan was going to try to make another shot there, but unable to make contact. Nathan doesn't seem to be playing like himself right now. He's kind of like the Popster of the other team. Not really making the best touches, not quite playing like we know he can. He's trying to make a little redirect there, unable to make contact. Nathan sending it down. Really lofty little touch there. He's going to try to get the second one. He managed to get it past Liger Zero for a center, but S2 did not have any faith in Nathan for that one, opting to stay back for both of them. Liger trying to take control of this. Linda managing to get past him. Isn't it sending it right down the middle? Nathan bouncing it off the back. Double commit from both of them, going in with the 50 at the corner, gaining no ground. Linda's got it in the corner. No boost, trying to make something happen here. Popster takes control, taking it down. Nathan whiffing again. Killing Fish getting the clear right up to the ceiling. It is centered. Liger 0, sending it down. Wow, that was a crucial demo from Killing Fish on this, and then taking away the center ball, or the center player. Linda's trying to take control here. Gets bumped by Liger into a touch right to Popster. Killing Fish unable to make contact there. Linda trying to make something happen. Popster going from the ceiling, trying to get a pass play going on, isn't then unable to make that shot. And Nathan sending it up to the field. Killing Fish trying to get a touch there. Brought it right back down to Nathan, who's going to go. Seems like most of S2 is very boost arc right now, so we're not in a very good position. Bishop found some boost though and managed to clear down. But I definitely think S2 is taking some time to recuperate right now. We are tied with about 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Trying to get a lofty little pass over here. And it's going to go in. No, they say at the diamond level, no one knows how to save flashy shots like that.
That's crazy. You're expecting a ceiling hit, and it just sort of never happens. It was unfortunate that Popster missed that little... He was trying to hit it over Linda, and it just barely missed.
Right. I think we're seeing like a lot of very minor mechanical errors here. And like at the speed we're playing here, it's just like detrimental for our teams. Nathan almost putting a shot on there. Gilligan Fish managed to put it in right underneath Popster. Great shot, great pass. And all of a sudden, within 20 seconds of me saying it, we are 3-1. Popster just doing the best he can there, trying to put himself in front of the ball. Managed to get the vertical, but a little bit too high for the save. Nathan getting it right past, isn't it? Sending it right down the middle. Gilligan Fish opting to send it to the side. Liger 0 is going to try to do something with this. Both players missing it. Popster sending it way down the middle. Nathan is back to try and defend. Double touch. Popster is not able to get it. Linda trying to get that clear, keeping it in S2's corner. Nathan, the risky little pass to Gilligan Fish, wasn't quite ready for it. Luckily, none of OTC was either. Gilligan Fish trying to make something happen here. Popster in the corner. Risky little touch there. Managed to keep control. Gets it over Linda. Liger 0 almost putting a shot. I'm going to say 12 miles an hour on that one.
35.
35, okay. Slightly misjudged. That was just a defensive misplay from S2, but also pretty good awareness from Liger 0, able to put that shot in. I mean, when the net's wide open, it doesn't really matter how fast you're going. Gilligan Fish with a nice little cheat up. Popster able to get that save. Nathan trying to make something happen, bouncing it off the corner. Popster able to deny that instantly. We still have a lot of pressure. Banging against the backboard, and eventually it'll go in. But you know, like this is what I think Group B teams are going to have a lot of issues with playing against Group A, is because instead of one player they need to look out for who's very mechanically strong like Popster, you need to look out for everybody. So getting it past one player of a Group B team can mean a goal for a Group A team, because they all know how to play together at a similar pace. Sorry. All right, in game 2, it's going to go to S2. All right, we're looking for one more game. I mean, it's getting a little bit scary for OTC, Austin. What do you think?
I don't know. They need that one more game. They'll be up against STG next round, and they'll be fighting out of the losers brackets. Hopefully, I don't know. I want to see OTC turn this around, and as long as they get those key crucial moments and they'll settle down, Popster needs to kind of calm down a little bit. I feel like he's kind of overplaying himself. So if we could see him calm down, I think this could turn around, and maybe we could even see reverse sweep.
Yeah. I tend to disagree a little bit. I don't think Popster's overplaying. I actually think he's underplaying a little bit. He's not really going for the same opportunities he would outside of like a more competitive atmosphere. And I think he's relying a lot on Liger 0 to make plays for him. And to like, he's just kind of like, he throws himself at the ball, and he just kind of hopes that whatever he hits will be a center or will be a shot or anything like that. He's just like keeping a very close eye on S2 looking for opportunities rather than trying to make them himself, I think.
Okay.
All right, we are going into game 3. This is really important for OTC. They need to win this one, or else we are looking at a sweep. All right, we're beginning this game. All right, they're trying to make something happen here. It's a nice little redirect there. No one on S2 really ready for it, but we have another pass. Isn't then able to make it there. Gilligan Fish was not there for the 1-2-3. Pops are trying to do something here. Fish ready, turns back. Double commit from Nathan Fish, but it's all right. He made contact with the ball. Going for an aerial here, getting it over the hoop, isn't it? Nathan getting a pass on the Layer Zero, doing a nice job with the bicycle kick clear there. Gilligan Fish almost putting the shot in. Linda's going to try to put it in. Gets the crossbar. Unfortunate little touch by Linda there. Openest net of his life right there. Nathan seems like he's going to try to do something with this. Pops are getting the dunk. A little bit of a pinch back. Linda is ready for it though, sending it right back down. Oh, and we have an open net for Linda. He's going to try to pass it. Looking for the pass. Pops are managing to get it over Gilligan Fish. And Nathan not able to put a shot on net. Liger going up the wall with this. Trying to get a past Fish. Managed to make it happen 1v1 with Linda. Linda able to get the clear downfield. Liger make the demo on Nate. We have an open net on S2. All of S2 like scrambling to get back once they saw that Nathan was demoing. And then taking control, sending it to the corner here. Trying to get it over Fish. Dunking right to the center. Bit of a scary touch there. Luckily, S2 is not ready for any kind of play happening there. 2 members of S2 in net. What are we waiting? Linda taking control. Linda, I think, has really stepped up. His ball control has been phenomenal this entire series.
I definitely agree. Linda's really stepping up with control, like you said, the control, but when he needs to control it. I know I have a bad error, and I try to control the ball. Like sometimes it's not really needed. It's better to pass it away. But he knows when to do it, when not to do it, which is pretty impressive, and definitely an advanced skill.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Nathan trying to make something happen here. Bit of a weak touch, but it's able to kind of fake out the rest of the opponents. Linda trying to get a backward pass there. Popster managing to take control. Getting the tackle on Popster. Kind of keeping the. Oh no! Didn't want a bomb from Popster, as you can see. And oh wow, Popster trying to rotate back. Isn't it? Not quite ready for what's going on here. Backing up into the goal. And that's, you just hate to see it happen. We're about halfway through the game. Yeah, halfway through the game. And that is our first goal in the series. I don't know. OTC really need to make some plays happen here. They're not looking too good for this game 3. They're trying to avoid the sweep here, but as far as it looks to me, I don't think they're gonna be able to do it. I don't know about you.
Right now it's looking kind of rough. It's still possible for them to turn this around. Ooh, man, these demos are gonna get the best of Popster, though. I'm sure it's not keeping him calm by any means.
Absolutely. In the center ball, Linda managing to put that in with kind of a risky double touch there. Nathan would have had a better shot there, but hey, if it works, it works. I think he might have been just trying to get it over Disney. Saw Disney there, ready to make the clear, so we just went for another touch there. And just like that, it's 2-0. Like you said, there's still plenty of time here. OTC can still bounce back, but they need to change something about their play style here. Nathan going for something off the ceiling, sending it down the field, right to Gilligan Fish though. Right to Liger. Gilligan Fish with a nice little pass to center. No one on S2 quite ready for it though. Linda getting the dunk. Unfortunately, 3 people in net for OTC. Linda trying to get this back past Popster. Gilligan Fish getting the clear down to the side. Good play. As soon as they try to control this, trying to go off the wall. Everyone decides to just leave the ball. S2, Nathan, the only one in net, probably low boost, not able to get this. Oh my god, this needs to go in.
Oh my gosh.
It's
That was a good shot from Liger. Unfortunately, it barred down. It didn't go in. It just sat there forever.
Yeah, and I think most of S2 were just like, all right, when is this going in? So when they saw no one was on the ball, they're like, wait, can we save this? And they tried, and OTC managed to get the goal. And they're only down 1 goal. This is not as uncomfortable a position. So we still, like we said, OTC, plenty of time. We still got a little over a minute left in the game. Plenty of time to make a goal or 2. I think Pop's just going to try to do something with this off the wall. Managed to get past Linda and managed to get it over Nathan. Still a good fish, though. He's ready to take that clear. Trying to do something on the wall here. Not quite sure what he's doing there. Pop's trying to get a hit there. Linda managing to get it past him. Liger putting a shot on net. No one is there. Oh, I thought that was on. Luckily for S2, it wasn't, because no one was ready for that. I'm sure getting the hit to the corner there, trying to make something else happen here. Getting it past Linda. Fish unable to make the save. Oh, Liger Zero's shot accuracy has been on point this game.
For sure, yes. Popster is trusting his teammate, puts a pass up, and Liger Zero's there.
Yeah, Nathan and Killing and Fish, neither of those guys were ready for the shot that was. Definitely a really good shot by Liger. All right, 30 seconds into the game, we are tied. Now it's anyone's game. Popster trying to do some movements. Disney and Popster kind of both playing the same position here. Liger going to try to boom it down the field. Managed to get a very high boom. Pelican Fish able to make contact. Isn't it actually a really good stop there? Setting it up for Liger. Then we're going to try to put it down, but both of his team members are rotating back at this point. Nathan setting it down to Lindenboom. He's going to try to get a redirect, but Liger is like, no, that is not happening today. We're going to overtime. And just like the namesake, here we go. Alright, Popster immediately trying to take control, did it right behind him. Going to try to play with this in the corner with no boost. Liger Zero going up, doesn't quite hit the ceiling, so it ends up going over him. Logan Fish with not quite the best redirect there. Putting it in the corner. He's going to try to make another pass play happen, but it's a little bit too far off the wall for him to play with. Officer's going to try to get past Linden. Officer with a decent 50-50. Logan Fish trying to make something happen, doesn't have any boost. Grabs the boost, doesn't really get the clear off the wall he was hoping for. Liger not quite able to get the pass as well. Nathan's playing this slow, trying to get it past everybody. Looks like Hopster doesn't quite know what to do, he's trying to shadow. Ooh, that was a bit of a risky touch. Isn't trying to get it down the field, Nathan getting it past him. Alright, we're seeing a bit of ping pong back and forth. Neither team really having control. What a blown save. And just like that, once again, OTC is still in this game.
This has got to be nerves catching him because Linda make that save, you turn left and the ball's going to run into you. And unfortunately, he just tried to backflip into it. Really not how he usually plays. Good for OTC. They put the ball on, and now we're going to force a game for it.
Yeah, Liger Zero definitely stepping up this game. He played extremely well. Popster did have two really good passes to Liger, but definitely, like, his shot accuracy has been on point. His touches have been really good. I'm not sure, like, what do you think in, like, the defensive play on either side? Because this is a relatively high-scoring match.
I didn't think defense was too bad. I think each team is just trying to find the whole opponents. Popster, I still don't see him playing to his potential, and I'm not really sure what that is. I could see demos getting to him. It gets to everybody at some point, whether you say it does or not. It definitely, like, if you get demo 3 times in a row, your feelings are gonna start changing. And I don't know if that has maybe gotten to him just a little bit. I think he can definitely recuperate himself. S2 is locking down, honestly. Right now they have that game, they had 7 shots, and the pressure right there is, at that point, defense isn't the most important. So I feel like the pressure on both sides is pretty even, but S2 is kind of pushing forward.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And we'll definitely see. They've got plenty of chances here. We could see a reverse sweep going here. It just depends. If Liger Zero keeps playing the way he does and maybe Popster turns it on a little bit more, this could be a totally different series. Alright, we are going into game 4. No, game 3. Wow, I can't keep track of numbers today.
This is game 4, you're right.
This is game 4? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Gilligan Fish putting the shot in. Really good touch from Nathan, sending it to the backboard there over all 3 players on OTC. And Gilligan Fish just being ready there. That was just a good pass play. really, really quickly. All right, we have Linda taking this right down to the corner, trying to do something with no boot. Billion Fish backing up, a little bit afraid of the ball right now. Nathan needs to do something with this. He's alone in net. Coming back, realized Linda was behind him. And Popster opting for demos himself now. Probably getting to him a little bit. He's just taking his anger out in a different way. Popster getting it past Nathan on that 50-50. Linda sending it to the corner. Billion Fish trying to send it back down, but puts it right in front of Liger Zero to send it down, and we have an open net for S2. What just happened?
Once again, this camera was facing with Killa, so I didn't really location. I don't see Nate anywhere.
I know he got demoed a little while ago. I think that was just a huge overcommit from S2. I think both Linda and Nathan were moving up on either side. Really hoping that Billion Fish win that whole thing, but I mean, when you overcommit like that, you're pretty much just asking for a breakaway goal like that. Billion Fish taking it to the wall now, trying to make something happen. Comes off the wall, managed to get the touch, but doesn't that it's right there. Opting to take control of this one right now. Nathan not able to make contact. Lindenwood sending it down to the corner. Pops are getting a nice little boom there. Billion Fish trying to make it back. Trying to decide what he wants to do with this. Pops are sending it to a center, but Linda's right in net, ready to push it away. Liger Zero. This unfortunate touch from Liger, but double commit from S2 means nothing is really going to happen there. Well, Linda and Nathan, a bit of miscommunication there. We're seeing a lot less. Our rotations on S2 seem to be faltering a little bit. I don't know, are you seeing the same thing, Austin?
Yeah, I definitely see the same thing. I think these demos are getting to whomever is playing. I think Nathan, wow, great shot from Popster to get it over. I think Nathan, I don't know, he missed that wide open area. He might be getting a little discombobulated by these demos. I think he's gotten 3 this game on him from the other team, or 2.
Yeah, and it could be like maybe he's just thinking too much about the demos and the mind games, because I think that Nathan was definitely looking at Popster saying like, all right, he hates being demoed. I'm gonna demo him a lot. We definitely saw a lot on Popster, and maybe he's just like thinking a bit too much about it now. Popster's going for a few demos on him, a little bit of rivalry going on, I guess, in his head. And I think they just need to focus more on their rotations, focus more on the team plays, and what's been working these past few games. Oh, an unfortunate little miss from Billion Fish. Liger not quite able to put the shot on. Nathan sending it up to the back point.
There it is.
And 1-3 over half the game. And this is a very, very different matchup. What do you think changed?
S2 is a mess right now. Their rotations are out of whack. I don't know what happened. It's hard to say. They're just not rotating correctly. Yeah.
I definitely think that they just need to reset. They need to calm down. They had this series, and it's fine to go to a game 4. They need to keep calm and not throw this for themselves. They need to make sure the rotations are on point, make sure they're still playing consistently. Linda alone in the backfield, trying to make something happen here as it comes down another corner. Upping for a 50 with Popster. Trying to get it past to center, not quite enough power to get it past Nathan. Billion Fish going to send it down. Linda rushing to get back there. A really, really high pass. No one on S2 is ready for it. Popster opting for control, getting the decent 50-50, not quite getting it past Nathan though. He's going to send it down, trying to get it to kill up. He's going to try to get back to Nathan, who's going to just send it right back to the corner. Popster in control of the wall again. Linda's not quite able to do anything with that. Would have been a really good pass if Nathan was on the other team, but apparently he is.
Wow, you don't see that from Nathan. There's got to be something going. No, and I'm sure that didn't help at all.
Yeah, they're definitely not a good position for Nathan. Very, very poor touch and uncharacteristic touch. I think there's definitely something mentally going on with Nathan. All right, we are 1-4 with about a minute and a half left in this game, and Popster trying to put another shot in, trying to sneak it in past Linda. Linda's able to get that save. Trying to get by Billion Fish, trying to make something happen here. Sends it up. Unfortunately, it's a pass right to Popster. He manages to get the double touch on there. Trying to make another pass happen right to Liger Zero. And then we just cut that off. And we have a pass from Lindemuth. Pops are unable to make anything happen with that. Linda's going to try to take us up the wall, isn't it? Not quite making it, but I think Linda's camera angle was not the best for that. He's unable to do anything with it. Pops are keeping the pressure on, almost putting a shot on net, and we've been able to clear it back down. We're about a minute left, and S2 doesn't seem to be recovering all that well. They've been heading all the way down to the opposite side of the field to demo when the ball was still really close to the net, almost an open net for S2. I mean, do you think they're just like, all right, this is that game. Like, this is this game. They won this one. Let's come back to the next one. Do you think they're just like trying to reset there, trying to keep calm? Or do you think they're still kind of like scrambling around for this one?
It really seems like they're still scrambling, and Nathan went when the ball was on his own side. I just did not. So I don't know if maybe he's trying to play more mind game series. Just maybe that upset at himself right now, or the way this game is going. That's definitely not something to get your team in the lead. So maybe they did give up on this game.
I mean, it's definitely possible. You know, like 45 seconds left in the game, you're down 1-4. It's an awfully hard comeback to make. And so it could be definitely a thing where they're like, all right, let's take this game. We'll come back next game. OTC takes the next one. See, now OTC is setting up for the sweep. This is a little scary for us too.
All right, yeah. So now it's 2-2. The series is tied, and we're going to a game 5.
Yeah. SU throwing all they got into this game 5 here. And I think definitely you can see Popster definitely turning it on here. Top of the leaderboard, twice the points he had last time. I know points really don't matter all that much. But 2 goals, 1 save, 2 for 2 on the shot accuracy. That's definitely good. But I think, you know, S2 kind of crumbled that round. I think that's mainly what happened in this game.
I definitely agree. I think whatever was going on with their team, the team mental games between each other, it looked like OTC won that mental game.
Yeah, definitely think so. Yeah, no, I know Nathan can tilt, and like if he tilts, it can be kind of hard to bring him back. Whereas Popster is really good at resetting. But you know what? These guys are ready to play. They're already in the game. We're going into game 5 of this bracket. Both of these teams fighting to not be eliminated and fighting to face SDG in the next round. Yeah, feeling efficient, isn't it? 3 different 50-50s off the face-off. Popster getting a really good touch to get it past Nathan here. Feeling Fish trying to send him back down. Bumps between Linda and Popster. Feeling Fish trying to get a shot on, but doesn't know what to save. Nathan trying to get a pass to the backboard. It's going to drop down right in front of the get. Popster able to get that touch though to prevent Linda from shooting. Feeling Fish trying to make something happen here. All members of S2 are up now. Struggling to get back. Managed to do it in time. Popster though, keeping up the pressure. Trying to get it down. Feeling Fish going for a pinch. Just goes straight up the wall. Trying to keep control over this. Managed to get past two people. Popster on the back wall. Somehow getting a touch on that.
Wow.
Not quite gonna matter though.
Looks like a really unfortunate touch here from Dizen, actually. I don't believe.
No,
like
Liger
came through.
Yeah, that
might have been saved.
The touch from Popster managed to prevent Nathan from really putting a shot on, and Liger just really unfortunate. He tried to come in for the clear and just managed to double touch it right back into his goal. It's the kind of thing where if you tried to do it on the opponent's net, it would never happen. Alright, so we're in S2's corner here. Gilligan just trying to clear it out here. Liger 0 managed to get the dunk. Nathan not able to make contact.
Wow.
Liger 0 just putting it right in.
Liger 0 coming through and making up for his missed goal attempt, and instead of putting his own net, he put it in the other net.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the whip from Nathan definitely didn't help, and I think Linda was a bit out of position there. He wasn't really ready for Nathan to miss that one. We have this face-off going to the advantage. Linda, who's going to try to put a shot on, unable to make contact, just going to try to come back in and take the control over. We're back at S2's corner. Linda trying to make something happen here. Good thing Popster missed. Liger getting the dunk though, sending it back to center. Nathan and Killian Fish going for a pinch. Nathan's gonna try to look for a bump. Linda missing the shot as well as the Popster. Looks like he's gonna put a shot on it. Fish not able to get the save.
I still think Nathan's in this bumping game. It's not working right now. He's got to go back to his main route. They got to focus on rotating and getting offensive presence.
Yeah, and like bumping can be really good for like messing up the other team's rotation, but you have to remember it also takes you out of position. So if you miss a bump, that puts you out of the game. And so it can be really tough for your team to adapt to if you're constantly going for those bumps. Fish almost putting a shot on there. Blocked by Popster. Linda sending to the corner. Nathan trying to put a shot on there rather than going for a pass. Popster was blocking. Not quite able to follow it up though. Fish sending to the back wall. Liger's up in the air with no boost. Fish trying to put a shot on. Isn't able to get that clear though. Popster's going to opt to try to control this. Nathan cutting it right off. Popster getting the demo on Nathan. You know, they work when you actually get the demo. Fish going for the dunk there. It's a really, really high center that no one on S2 is ready for. Nathan getting it over Liger 0 and past Popster. We have a backward pass here. No one's really ready for it. S2 almost putting a shot on, but I feel like Popster would have had that save either way. Really good touch by Popster there, sending it back into the corner. Nathan trying to get it past all three players of OTC. Liger 0 managing to cut that off. And then Liger kind of flailing right now, not really sure what they're doing. Nathan not able to get that touch. Going right to the backboard, and we have an open net for Popster to put in. And it is 1-3. OTC really turned it on compared to these first two games.
Great pass play, great teamwork. I mean, it's looks like it's just going downhill for us too. They kind of lost their touch they had in the.
Yeah, they definitely have not had the same flow these past few games. Do you think it's more of OTC kind of turning it on and playing a bit faster, or do you think it's S2 kind of falling apart on themselves?
Well, Liger 0 and Disney are both being super great supported players, and Popster's playing more to his potential. I think it's more so OTC and S2 being ready.
Yeah, definitely a great shot right off the bounce from Nathan. Unable to be saved. And I think if we had more plays like that, the score would be very different. But we haven't really seen any of that from Nathan or the rest of S2. Maybe gonna look for the double touch. He's gonna look for it, not quite able to get it. And then Nathan not able to put the shot on, sending it to the backboard. Popster sending this down the field. Linda opting to do this little sideways pass here. Fish opting one, sending it to the corner. Gonna try to get a touch here. Whoa, that is quite a bounce right there off the corner there. Popster trying to do something with this, keeping control of it, managing to get it past Nathan. Still can control these out of boost though. Linda's gonna probably take control here, taking it off the wall, sending it to the corner again. Oh, what a bounce there again for S2. Going for a bump, but does not quite make it. Linda and Popster, or no, Nathan and Popster, both trying to do something here. What a double touch by Dissonant, completely calculated. Trying to send this downfield. Not able to get the dunk on Dissonant, but Fish able to put it in and tie the game. 50 seconds left.
Looks like Liger gets a little confused by this ball, and it was right over his camera, so it's kind of hard to. He ends up stopping, and then Kilgun there to clean it up.
Definitely. And definitely not the best touch from Dissonant either. Not quite able to make the clear. He puts it right over Liger 0. All right, we're tied. We could go into overtime for game 5 here. All right, Popster's trying to take control of this, sending it down the side. Across over to Nathan because none of his teammates moved up with him, both sitting in net. A bit confused in the corner here, both of them, neither of them really in net, both of them ready for the ball. Popster 50 right to the corner. Fish with a nice little redirect there, but neither of his teammates were really ready for that, which how can you be? Fish going for the aerial there, not quite making it. Linda's going to try to come in here, but Popster's got control. Nathan trying to get control, trying to get over the players here. Fish making it past, not able to get it past Popster.
Oh.
And then they probably could have had that touch, but we're going into overtime for game 5. Both of these teams fighting to face SCG in the next round of the losers bracket. Linda already on the wall for this one, sending it right to the backboard. This is a scary moment, isn't it? It's in the air. Popster able to get it clear. Popster coming off almost the ceiling. Putting a shot on net, Linda there for the save though. We have Nathan trying to send it downfield. LBR able to cut that off though. Sending right down the middle. Kilgenfish is ready for this one. Popster sending it to the side. Gonna go for a bounce little shot here, sending it to the corner. S2 making it back into defense. We have everybody on S2 with that. Nathan able to send it down the field. LBR though getting a decent touch off to the side there. Nathan not able to make contact there. Kilgenfish wasn't really ready. Linda sending to the corner here. Popster and Linda bumping each other. Kilgenfish and Liger with a 50 right to center. Nathan able to hit that aerial. And then sending it to the corner here. I mean, what are we seeing here? We're not seeing a lot of center balls. We're not seeing a lot of passes.
We're seeing pretty decent play from both teams right now. It's really nice to see this. This game 5. Both teams are on the edge right now, being eliminated. Flygerzer has a decent shot right there. Popstar has an opportunity, and it's in. Wow. OTC moves on, kicks S2 out of this tournament. S2 will be going home. OTC moves on to STG.
All right. And that what a series. We have a reverse sweep from OTC. It was looking really scary for them, those first 2 games. Really, really scary. But they turned it on. Popster started playing extremely well. I mean, look, 4 shots, 3 goals, 3 saves. And Nathan kind of fell apart there, along with the rest of S2 in those last 2 games. We see Kilgenfish with the majority of the shots, but none of them really hitting the back of the net. It could be partially because of Popster with his 3 saves. But I definitely think that S2's rotations fell apart. I think their whole mental game kind of crumbled around them.
Yeah, I think OTC just outplayed S2 altogether. I think mentally, they got back in the game with the mental game, not necessarily from outplaying them Rocket League wise. It was more of a mental battle.
Yeah, definitely. And with that, S2 is going home, and OTC is moving on to play against SDG, which that should be a really fun game.
Oh, all right.
All right. With that, advancing on to SDG. S2 after a long fought battle, finally going home. A bit different than season 1. They had a tougher time there. We're gonna take a quick break. I want to remind all of you that below the stream in the description we have our Discord, we have our Twitter, and all the other RBG social media, along with the tournament link if you guys want to follow the scores a little bit closely. But with that, we are going to take a short break and get ready for OTC versus SDG. We'll see you guys in 5 minutes here.